Okay, so we talked about on week one, so Simon's here, how I'm playing butterfly guard, my hands are in front of my feet. For me to get closer to Simon, I never want to like put my hands behind me, butt scoop in. He finds my feet, puts me on my back, he's ready to pass. So we talked about on week one, my hands are in front of my feet. If I want to get close to Simon, I bring my heels towards my butt and I can butt scoop in. As he tries to pick up my feet, there's my grips. Now, I don't want to be fighting from out here. Because as I'm trying to get underhooks, he can still be trying to pick my feet up and put me down. My goal is to get them in here, pick them up and put me down now. But what he can do is, he can keep one pinned here and spring his knee back. Just walk your knee backwards, keep your foot on the mat. Yes, and now he just takes his other leg back. So now the drill becomes a wee bit more alive, because what can happen is, Simon's playing the game, he's got hooks in, I can pin them and start walking backwards. Now, maybe I go way back, and he thinks, well, that's going to take him a long time, and he puts his hands behind him to put scoop in, and now I'm ready to pass the game. So the game is now, say we're here, say I have got in, and I've just turned this angle, and I've got butterfly hooks in, okay, I'm about to play the whole game. Simon pins my feet and just walks backwards on his knees. Yes, now look how far he's went now, right? Yes, I can butt scoop in, but if he's continually walking, that can take a long time. So I want to, I don't want to then, think about putting my hands to cover more space. So if he's further away and he's not touching the wall, the invisible wall, so in other words, if Simon was slightly closer and his hands are on the invisible wall and I'm on my feet, I'm doing this to get in. But if I'm further back, I can put my hands behind me, but I just put one. Very much like tightening a stand up. Okay? And now I can use this movement to butt scoop in closer. Now what will happen is when I go into this movement, I'll have one leg in front, but I have one hand on the wall. So when I close that distance, if he tries to pick it up, I can now start to get into my game. So, just on that side one. So say we're playing the game. If he's quite close to me, I'm going to butt scoop in, get my grips and I'm good to go. If he's further back, say he's here, and you get people like that. I'll put one hand on the mat, plant their foot on the mat, and I can cover a lot more distance this way than I can this way. Okay? So the second now I get closer, now I can start to butt scoop in and make my gains. But the goal is obviously, I want to get my feet where they're safe. Because really, Simon's only two reactions from here. One, he can stay here statically, which is unlikely. Two, he can pin a foot and start to take that hook out by sliding his knee back. He can also pin it and go to combat base or stand right up. Okay, and now he's ready to pass as well. We're going to address all of that stuff. So this closing our distance, if he's at a further distance, I can butt scoop in. If he goes for that leg, I can just find it. And now we're just straight into our unweighted legs, 2-on-1, so we've covered. If I get close enough and he's touching the invisible wall, now it'll just be my hands are protecting my feet. The minute he tries to pick my feet up, I'm finding them, or tries to push at my shoulders, I'm here, I can butt scoop in, play the game again. So it's just about making sure continually our hands are protecting our feet. Especially in butterfly guard, I think it's the only guard that we do those concepts in. So we want to be continually reminding ourselves to do that.